In the world we live, there is so much to discover. But there is only one place to discover it all. Sternberg Museum of Natural History. Discover us today. Sternberg Museum, Hays, Kansas, your place for
Discovery under the dome.
Hey, we're at Sternberg Museum. Christina's with me today, Paleontology Collections Manager. I got that right, didn't I?
You did.
That's a long one to put. You just need to be PCM manager or PCM on your business card. That's a long title.
Just a little bit.
So,
I like the PCM.
Yeah, the PCM. How long have you been with Sternberg?
I've been with the Sternberg for a little over a year and a half.
But you've done data and you've done collections and you've studied the geology stuff for a long time.
Yeah, I got a bachelor's degree in geology, and so that incorporates with paleontology quite nicely.
How did you decide to get into paleontology early in the game?
Early in the game, happened to be, I loved watching TV as a child, as many children do, and I saw a documentary about the La Brea tar pits out in California. I was like, ooh, what's that? They're digging things out of the tar. Paleontology. Okay, let me go on my dial-up internet and figure out what paleontology is, and from there the rest is history, because here I am now still doing paleontology.
You probably originally thought, I don't have to have an office job, but because I can be out digging things. But guess what? You're into collections data now. You're back into the office again, aren't you?
Yeah, but I mean, I have my experience with the field. I love doing field work. However, there's a whole other aspect of once it comes from the field, it's got to go into collections. It's got to get cleaned up, because otherwise researchers can't use it.
Right. Okay, data collections. You recently were in New Zealand giving a presentation and a speech on this. How did that go?
I think it went over quite well, surprisingly. I was not expecting it to be a popular topic, but it turns out I made many great connections with other collections managers who are dealing with geology data management, and I'm looking forward to further conversations with them for how better to deal with our collection.
And what it does is it helps you out, I guess, getting it out on the website for people to see, and that's actually what this is all about, letting people know and learning.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to get that data out of the dark. People want to know what we have, and I want people to know what we have. So having the ability to share it with people is huge.
Now, the website currently doesn't have all that on there, but that's what you're working on. That's your end game here.
Yeah, so that's just one point for it. And so currently right now, I'm working on updating the geology website along with some of my colleagues here who also have geology backgrounds. And we're going to update it with information. Some of the information you can see in our exhibits, but it's going to go into a little bit more depth. But it's also going to include photos of minerals that you can see on exhibit and those that you can't.
Now, I will tell everybody, if they haven't been out to Sternberg lately, that's one of the things that we see now. We see all the granites and all the other rocks out here, and there's bigger descriptions now, and that was one of the things that you're really working on. So that's recently been put into place.
Yeah, so this is actually part of a recent donation that we received just last year, and we've been able to finish the exhibit. We've got panels up that's telling their stories. Each panel, each case tells a different story, and it's little questions that I've always asked myself in the past, how do minerals get the names that they have? Why are they these different colors? How can one mineral be 5 different colors? Why can they be different shapes? How do we use them in our daily lives? And that's exactly the stories that these cases tell.
Let's go back to your New Zealand trip. In fact, let's go to New Zealand. No, back to New Zealand. When you got back from New Zealand, there was a happy message for you, wasn't there?
There was a very exciting email waiting for me in my inbox when I got back to work. Turns out that our curator, Dr. Wilson, had just received a grant for improving the geology collections, which for that it will help me to fully curate the minerals that you see behind me, as well as updating our collections. We're getting new cases, specimen trays, foam, so that everything is carefully arranged in the collections, shelving for the oversized specimens, so we can really properly take care of our collection.
Now, will a lot of that be seen out here by the public, or is that stuff that's behind the scenes downstairs?
Well, that's a question that I kind of asked too, is once we update our collections, how are we going to use them? Because once we can see everything and we understand the conditions of them, maybe that leads into an updating of these geology exhibits here. But also an exciting detail of this grant is that it's going to allow us to bring in another student. So kind of like with our geology projects that we have going on, we hire undergrads and grads. This is going to allow us to hire another undergrad who's got a geology focus and training them, another opportunity.
And maybe putting in more data collection and getting that done and getting out to the public a little bit quicker. Anything else that we need to talk about here today? Or do you think we've covered it all?
I think that's, it's a little bit of everything so far. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the grant. Congratulations on getting the cards all up and everything. So it's nice looking at it. You can come on out and check that out. And it's not just the rock collections and the geology collections. There's a lot of other cool stuff to see out here, too, at Sternberg. The hours are on the website, so if they want to see that, they can do that. And Ken, if they want to call in and get group tours, I guess they can call you all, too, right?
Absolutely.
Well, very good. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
That's Christina. We're out here at Sternberg Museum. Thank you for joining us today on Eagle TV.
In the world we live, there is so much to discover. But there is only one place to discover it all. Sternberg Museum of Natural History. Discover us today. Sternberg Museum, Hays, Kansas, your place for
Discovery